All right, welcome back. So I don't know if you know this guy. Let me make sure that my words sync with let's see. All right, we're good. We're good on that. All right. Do you guys know who Damson Idris is? Damson Idris is an actor. It's a British actor, British slash American actor, something like that. Let's see here. British slash. He was the guy that was dating. Well, I don't know if they're still together. I think they said they found them together again recently, but it doesn't matter to me. I don't care. There's a reason why I'm bringing him up right now. Let me share his picture with you. You guys can see who I'm talking about, right? It just makes sense, right? All right. Let me see here. Let's see. All right. I want to share the picture of Damson Idris. That's his name. I want to share that picture with you really quickly. All right. Hey guys. Okay, this guy right here. He was the one that was dating Lori Harvey until like very very recently. Apparently they broke up, but who cares? There's nothing new about that when it comes to Lori Harvey, right? Anyway, so yeah, this guy right here. But he was in the news yesterday, and I can see that there's also all right. There's a post here on Vibe. There you go, on Vibe. So he was on the news about something about black women are being dragged and blah blah and stuff like that. And the first time I saw it, it was actually my brother that was commenting on it, and I felt the need to say something. Good to see you, Covenant Worship. Thank you for that. Yep, Lori Harvey. He was dating Lori Harvey. So, but there was he made a comment that a lot of black men had trouble swallowing it. They didn't like it. They didn't like it at all. But I want to talk about it really quickly, and it's the cap for me. A lot of people are just out here. Sometimes I'm almost convinced that they're not pretending. That they're not exactly pretending. This is just their bias. When the bias takes you on, sometimes you don't know. So what did he say? He said, "I see so much unprovoked hatred towards black women today by predominantly grown black men, especially towards our young stars that are just trying to do their thing. The compulsion to humble these women perhaps makes you feel more like a man. I promise you, you aren't men to us. A new year is approaching. Grow up." I'm like, damn. Okay, so I wonder what his background is. I think we uncovered here a while. I think it might be a Niger boy. Let me just check really quickly. Let me check. We're warming up. We have a good show today. Trust me. Okay, yeah, it's a Niger boy. Damson Idris. Alade, is it Alade or Alade? He's 32 years old. So yeah, it sounds like this guy is, it's part of us, Nigerians. Okay, so we're everywhere. It is what it is, right? At this point in time, we need to just get used to it, right? So there's a post here on Shade Room says, social media applauds Damson Idris for sharing this message about black women. Right? On Monday, December 11th, the 32-year-old actor took to Instagram story to share a few words. The Snowfall. I've never seen that movie. I haven't seen the movie in a year, so it makes sense. Anyway, so he said what he said, right? And social media reacts. At this time, what prompted Idris' message remains unclear. However, that didn't stop Instagram users from entering the Shade Room comment section to share their support and applause for the actor's words. Now, I have a feeling that this comments will probably be one-sided. Somebody had to say it. A man's job at minimum is to protect women, protect your black women, okay? Somebody said, not one lie told. Sounds like women. How can I make a donation to this important cause? Okay. Somebody said, that's why we love you, Idris. Separate the men from the boys. All right. Somebody also said, about time somebody besides Malcolm X said it. Okay. And somebody says, and the men that do it gonna be mad at this one. He ain't said one lie. Okay. Somebody said, Damson don't never say nothing to you. No, it's real. Okay, he never says anything. They're speaking another language, but translation, he never say anything to anyone. So if he's saying something, it must be real. All right. So I'm gonna go to this comment, or actually this one I seen on Linda EKG blog official. Somebody said, I can fight and defend anything, but not black women. Definitely. All right. So the Nigerian men, they enter the chat, the group chat. Not Nigerian men, black men across the board. This is basically how black men, the loudest ones on the internet, this is exactly what he was talking about. This is how they talk on the internet today. Where I'm not gonna pretend that I haven't seen what he's talking about. I'm not gonna pretend that I have not seen black men sit down together and literally drag black women. Okay. Now, if the cause is for a good cause, long term, short term, we can talk about that later, right? But for me to pretend that I've not seen this before, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. And yeah, that would be straight up cap.
Stop the cap.
Okay. And if you come and tell me that you've never seen it before, first of all, okay. All right. Some people are not, they don't live on the internet like that. They haven't seen it. But at the very minimum, you should ask, what do you mean? Where are those people that they hang out? Like if you're a man and you've never seen black men on this internet drag black women, right? Yeah, I get it. For a just cause, right? Okay, whatever you say, okay? I don't think so, but I'll give that to you, okay? But at least ask, what do you mean? Show me an example, right? Before you say, you know. And then, you know, somebody said, actually this is family. Person said, it's just weird that I see men calling other men boys. No, it's not weird. There are men, they are overgrown adolescents, what they call them. They exist. Are you kidding me? They exist. They're everywhere, okay? On the internet especially. So I would at least ask, let's say I've been living under a cave and I haven't paid attention to, I haven't seen it, right? Just look out for the ones that will call this man a simp right now. That is an example of an overgrown adolescent, okay? That would be an example right there. And then ask further questions, say, why are you dragging them? And then there might be a conversation to be had. But to pretend that you haven't seen this, or to not be able to at least ask, what do you mean? You need to pay a little bit more attention, okay? All right, because your children, boys, might end up in this circle someday, and you might be like, you know, there's no men out there dragging black women. They are, okay? Now, we can make a case that there's men dragging women in every group of people, we can make a case for that. But he saw something, okay? And they do exist. This is the statement he made again. I see so much, according to Damson, I see so much unprovoked hatred towards black women. Now, to say unprovoked, right? So people that are talking like this, they usually have their reasons why they talk or they're dragging black women. I'm not saying that the reasons are good enough, but they do have their reasons. So I know for a fact most women are not going to listen to them. The least we can do as men is to listen to them and see where they're coming from, right? So to call it unprovoked is not exactly accurate either. Today, by predominantly grown black men, okay, especially towards our young stars that are just trying to do their thing, the compulsion to humble this woman perhaps makes you feel like more of a man. All right, that's shaming language. But I do think there's some truth to it. Okay, some people they feel better when they drag women. So I'm convinced because I've seen enough of it. Okay, he said you feel more like a man. Maybe I'm shaming right now too. I don't know, but anyway, it's a conversation we're having, right? I promise you, you aren't meant to us. A new year is approaching grown up. Now, if you sit around other men every week, how much more every other day to drag women? If the shoe fits, I beg, wear them and make sure it fits. Okay, wear it. Okay, all right. That's why black women prefers white men. Somebody said that. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, give me 1 second, guys. Okay, hold on, give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that. It was a very important call I had to take. I'm so sorry. I appreciate, I never do that. It was that important. All right, good. So, let me see. Marriott says my opinion on this will be too controversial for this channel. There's no opinion too controversial for this channel now. Go for it. Go for it. Let me hear it. I need all of your opinions, by the way. Not to say YouTube know a lot to me. I wonder why. Make sure your bells are turned on and everything. Okay. And again, the regular time, just so you know, the regular time now is Monday through Thursdays, 5 p.m. Monday through Thursdays, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But welcome, Natu. All right. So, like I was saying, this young man, he has a point. He's seen something. All right. He's not anybody's therapist, so he's not required to say anything. Like I said, some people might consider what he said when he said unprovoked insensitive to certain men's plight, but we're men, and this is our society that we're supposed to be leading. So there's only so much that the structure of this will allow us to cry about this. What we can look at the lessons here. Is it true? Yes, there's a lot of men, for whatever reasons, they are running around the internet dragging black men, and Nigerian men join pass, just so you know. Okay. Like I said, somebody already said here, I can fight and defend anything but not black women. That's literally, somebody just said that, and that person got 16 likes on Linda AKG blog. Okay. Someone said that's why black women prefers white women. That's not true either, but I get it. Somebody said wait and see black men who would come and call him a simp. Black men, especially Nigerian men, don't like seeing their fellow men adore a woman. It frustrates me. Well, it doesn't frustrate me. It's weird. Any man who is doing this, you're a weirdo. Just so you know, there should be something about you, right? That just that's just like even if you see a wrong and you see a woman, you want to correct it. Something about you should act like, all right, let me make sure that she feels protected. Okay? And if you feel like that's a simp, you are actually the simp. That's the moral of the story. Okay, someone finally sees what I've been saying. The toxicity is too much. Please leave our women alone. Somebody said the truth is there's no repulsive trait that is generalized. There are good and bad black women and good and black men, and then there are people who are rebellious against a particular sect, probably due to a particular traumatic experience with them. That person is correct, which has to do with the in-person character and not generally everyone in his or a sect. Yes, I agree. So please, the narrative of generalization on character is far-fetched. It's not generalization. I've seen enough of it on this particular media that we all engaged in, so it is what it is. I hope she sees this, bro. See, that's a simp who is talking. Anytime you talk and you say you don't have to move like that like a man, they say, I hope you are getting panties in your back channel. I am. Okay, now let's get back to the story. You're a weirdo if you have an active urge to drag black women on the internet. All right, but yes, we're getting panties in our back channel too. Mission accomplished, but halfway. The second half of it is that you need to get your ish together. All right, there's something about you, like this person just said, that makes you feel the need. It's something you have to deal with. You have to heal, whatever you have to do. All right, because even if there's a real reason that you feel the need to hold people accountable, there are ways to do it. Right, and if you don't care about how it should be done properly, then you are telling on yourself. That means it's personal. Okay. Let's see. Somebody say it's about time that the real men start speaking louder than the sassy frass ninjas. I have seen some of the worst comments about black women coming from straight black men. They literally get online every day just to argue with women for attention. It's sad. I have seen it. Somebody else says African men or black Western men, and if he's generalizing, it's all of the above. I've seen both. Okay, just black men in general. Okay, now I haven't hung around enough white men to know if they do this. I have a feeling they do. The same type of people that have gone through the same level of trauma, but we're talking about black men now. Okay, what African men experience with their women is different from what black Americans experience. That's not true. There are some cultural differences, but these experiences are equal. Not equal, but they're same of the same type across the board. A woman will show you shege if you don't know what you're doing. That's just the reality. If you don't know what you are doing and you engage women, you will collect shege.
Sorry.
It doesn't matter. What's wrong with these people? Always trying to. Yeah.
You doing what?
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's the same issue. They might speak a different language, a different type of accent, a different type of dialect to convey the same issue. But these people are usually people that have collected shege from women because they didn't know what they were doing. Okay? And then when you had pride on top of that, mismanaged pride and unrealistic expectation, it makes sense to me.
Sorry.
This makes sense. All right, these are the results. And this young man has seen it and it's like, Maria says unprovoked because the people those men are angry at their core are not black women. Well, something is provoking it. That's the point. If we don't have the patience, nobody is acting anyhow. Like there's no smoke without fire, right? Nobody is acting out just because. There's usually a reason. We might not be previewed to see it, to know what it is, but there's usually a reason. It might not be our fault, but there's usually a reason why people move mad in general. All right, so but that's Damson Idris. Okay, I wanted to warm us up with that. Welcome. Do me a favor, as you're coming in, hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we do go live. And if you didn't get a notification when we did this, okay, just make sure you're here at 5 p.m. or Eastern Standard Time, New York time. Eventually, the algorithms will answer to you. Okay, but we're trying to swim with the trend here. Okay. And all right, Chi Alpha, welcome. All right, so let's go ahead on to the next story here, and I'll be right back.
Beautiful girl, sparkling eyes, killing thing. I find a beautiful girl. It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.